Hey everybody, I'm back. I was going to do a fighter video, but first I thought I'd whip you through character creation in case you hadn't seen it. So as part of the fighter video, I'll stick this in the front of it. So first thing you pick is your sex, and they have some text over here, which I'll let you pause and read through. There's a lot of races to pick from. Um, of course, you have the normal humans, the Amawa or something, dwarf, elf, orlin, godlike. And the godlikes have a visual appearance based on if they are fire or moon or nature or death aspected, and then you pick the actual race that they are. Every race has actually kind of a couple different sub races, which is kind of nice. Different stats, different abilities underneath that. So we'll go with I guess this is fine. Um, they I didn't see what these guys had. Go back. Armed to the teeth. All island Aomaowaos gain an additional weapon set. Oh, okay. That's cool. So fighter. Let's roll up a fighter. Their starting ability, constant recovery. Fighters continually regenerate endurance at a modest rate during combat. That's handy. And they start with athletics and survival and lore. This is where I was, in the monk video I referenced this, but there's a kind of a nice little handy chart for every character class now that gives you like the stats and the formulas for their endurance, health, and accuracy. Accuracy being pretty important, obviously, for a character like the monk or the barbarian or the fighter or the paladin, and so it's fairly high for most of them. You'll notice the paladin. It seems like he has low accuracy. That feels like it should not be the case, but in any case, fighters have very high, lots of accuracy. So let's move on and take a look at what they can do. So you got two abilities. Knockdown is, I love knockdown. The starting backer beta fighter has knockdown and uses it all the time. Being able to push a guy prone a couple times in a counter is incredible. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Plus 10 accuracy for 15 seconds. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Just pop it and gain a bunch of accuracy. It's actually pretty good. Okay. When you're building a character, every stat's important. I mean, everyone wants more damage and healing. Like, might isn't strength. Might represents, like it says, physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as the ability to channel powerful magic. So, like, the higher your might, just the more overall damage and healing you're going to be able to produce and deliver. Constitution, again, good for everybody to have more endurance, health, and fortitude. Dexterity, again, everyone wants to be able to move quickly and have bonus to the reflex. Perception is good for everybody because you want to be able to deliver high interrupt rates, bonus deflection and reflex. And then intellect is arguably less important for everybody, but it does increase duration as well as area of effect and will. So I guess actually everyone would want will and duration bonuses. Who wouldn't want their self buffs to last an extra couple seconds? And then resolve, concentration, deflection, and will. Now, there's some brokenness about these attributes. They just recently redid a lot of the attributes, and I know on the official forums folks aren't super happy with that. And by the time I post this video, maybe that'll have been resolved in the next update. So for now, this is just how it looks, and it's going to be something along these lines when the game ships. Also kind of neat, you get these little gold and silver stars letting you know where your points should be focused on. You get 15 to spend when building up this particular character because you want a lot of Constitution and Resolve, um, as well as, I don't even know why Resolve's highly recommended for fighters. I mean, I'll take their word for it, but it seems like I would want more Might or Dexterity for a fighter. So, um, in deference to this gold star, I'll put a few points in here and in here, but I kind of want to put points in Might, Constitution, and I want a little more action speed. There we go. There, a little bit. That's not bad. I like that. Okay, so then now you pick your culture, which it gives you a bonus to a stat, which is always nice, and then it kind of defines your starting equipment as well. Um, here's a saber weapon. Here's a great sword with a bonus to intellect. I got a mace there. Halberd looks like some kind of spear. Dual wielding spears. Oh, that's wild. So let's go ahead and pick this because I think that saber looks pretty awesome. And dexterity +1 is always nice. and your background, which defines your starting few skill points. But also, I believe in the case of both your background and your culture, that stuff can be referenced as well in the dialogue. So, I kind of want so we'll go slave. That's kind of cool. All right, let's do some cool looking here with like blacks and dark reds. All right, there we go. That looks fine. I don't have a problem with that character. What's the head look like if I change it around? That's kind of neat. Alright, and then you pick a portrait, and there's not a lot of portraits to pick from just yet. There's going to be apparently quite a lot of portraits added when the game launches here in about a month and a half, including some kind of nice generic cowled and cloaked character looks that will work for any race. Let's see, and then we'll just go with...
Leading the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Fighter test. There we go. Boom. And that's that. So now I'm going to run around and run a couple errands and level up to 5. And there's no real spoilers to be had because the content that's in the backer beta is not going to be in the full version. Nonetheless, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to pause the video here, run around, do my errands, and then we'll get back into it.
I'm here.
Alright, I'm back, and I have run my errands and sold a few things, get some extra cash so I can enchant some weapons. But first, let's dive right into the leveling. Since you've seen me make my character, I don't need to walk through the opening part of that. Athletics seems like a smart pick for any melee fighters because it reduces the accrual of fatigue in combat. And survival makes potions more effective, and I do want my whole party to be able to stealth a little bit. So, bonus knockdown. Oh, okay. I can get an extra knockdown use per fight. 3 per encounter. That seems really good, actually. What's rapid recovery? Right now, because of my fighter, I get 3.5 endurance recovery, and that would go up to 1 point extra endurance. That seems really good, because that's what knocks people unconscious most during fights when they're taking damage, is the endurance loss. Since I'm going to get another feat here, I'm going to come back to the class ones and just, for now, make sure I grab, I also have a saber, and I think that might be a different weapon focus type. Soldier, maybe? Ruffian? Yeah, ruffian. That's not what I want. I want to be a knight with a sword. Yeah, that's fine. This is not how I'll do it when I'm playing the full game, but for now, this works fine. Okay, so let's just bump up a bump, and pump, and pump. There we go. Alright, now Defender, modal ability. I attack a little slower, but I can engage 2 additional enemies, so I can have 3 guys stuck to me during the fight, and then get a bonus to deflection. That's pretty cool. Confident Aim is a passive that changes 20% of my grazes to hits. Now what a graze is you have an accuracy roll, and you have a dice roll, a die 100 dice roll, and then you basically subtract the opponent's defense from that roll. If the resulting number is greater than 50, you hit. If it's greater than 20 but less than 50, you graze, and you do a significantly less damage, but at least you hit a little bit. This Confident Aim would take some of those grazes and just automatically upgrade them into hits, and do 20% extra damage on top of it, minimum damage. That seems really good. We know what this is, extra accuracy. This seems almost better in some ways, because it's always active. Guardian Stance, Friendly Aura. Oh, that's kind of nice. It affects those allies. Lowers accuracy, but makes them harder to hit. Oh, that's kind of a neat thing. I'm going to grab the Confident Aim, but I do like the, these are some good abilities. I kind of like these here. Alright, so let's pick this, and maybe we'll go with this. Alright, bonus knockdown, rapid recovery. Let's grab the rapid recovery and watch the endurance stay higher up. Alright, and with athletics, my recovery should be even higher. Fighter abilities. Oh, okay, so fighters at level 5 get to pick one of these weapon specializations. So I've already grabbed Ruffian once. Does it stack if I grab it again? Well, only one way to find out, I guess, right? But what's into the fray? Twice per encounter, you can lunge through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range. Range is 3 meters. Foe target. 2 meters pushed versus reflex, dazed for 3 seconds. Oh, wow. That sounds fun. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of torn. What's Vigorous Defense? Wow, once per encounter you just get 20 defense, all defenses for 15 seconds. Oh, man. Let's just grab this and see what it looks like. Alright. And we shall enchant our weapon, because we might as well. Let's go with accuracy, and damaging, and shocking. And that's good. And then let's improve our armor if we can. We can make it fine. A little more damage reduction. And a little more constitution. And might. That's all I can afford. Alright. That's pretty good though, I think. And let's remember to put a potion in our quick item slot this time. This potion is a extra 120 endurance. For my dude. Okay, so here we go. Alright. So, how does this work? Is this combat only? Oh, maybe I wasn't close enough. Curious to see how that works. We'll try this. We'll knock this guy down and get the fight going. Alright. Knock him down. Perfect. No, get this guy. Yeah. Get him. Oh, pulled him. Oh, that's cool. Get him. Wow. Jeez. Well, she's hitting really hard. Curious about the stats on some of that. Granted, like 7 of that is from the shock bonus damage and the enchantments. I did enchant the crap out of that sword this time. I thought to sell all the extra stuff that my other characters had, like traps and gems and stuff we don't need, which is probably not super fair. I'm playing on normal difficulty, but it's fun. Alright, so let's try it again here.
It's not working.
It did 2 work. So let's take a look at that attempt to knock him down. It succeeded in interrupting him, and the overall roll was a 77, which is enough to hit. So he fell down.
It's not working.
Knock him down again. There we go. Again, it's kind of neat. You can see her endurance tick up pretty quickly. There we go.
It's not working.
Quit whining. You're doing fine. Plus of a potion. Oh, that's cool. Here's the weapon sets. I got an extra weapon set here.
It's not working.
We appear not to be able to hurt each other very well. I'm looking at the log. There's a lot of 7s and 4s and 15s. We have a lot of endurance, I guess. You know, I just realized he's probably a fighter, so he's probably also recovering his endurance too. Let's speed this up.
It's not working.
I think we're gonna win. Why don't you guys come down and help? And necrotic damage. Oh, all right. Look at that. Well, fighters, solid, real solid, with some kind of neat abilities and some cool takes on the idea. Like most of the time with a fighter, you can basically swing a sword and take a hit, but some of their modal abilities are very interesting. I really like what this guy actually has it, this defender ability. Pop that guy and he can engage up to 2 more guys, and he's harder to kill. He doesn't hit as often in that way, but you know, you can offset that with really high weapon specializations and things too, so that's pretty good.
I'm here.
So yeah, that's a look at the fighter. So thanks for watching, and join me next time. We'll look at another class from Pillars of Eternity.